September, it was a clear morning. The sun was burning on the Judean hills, and there was a wind blowing east toward Jerusalem. It was a year since I'd seen Tal Shah, and in Israel, a year is a journey between centuries. A year ago, there were 60 people living on a barren hilltop, living in tents and broken iron shacks, a foot deep in mud. No roads, no water lines. Now, there were 170, and 100 more were coming, and the settlement was singing with life. They've come out of the stinking ghettos of Baghdad and Istanbul, out of the cave of Iraq and the torture chambers of Europe. This carol, the new donkeys, the way they've learned to make cement blocks for their own houses and for the neighboring settlements in a tent. And then we went out of the house and across the fields to the new community building. You've cleared the land. The first fields are plowed. The new school will be finished. What you have planted on these Judean hills, others are planting along the Jordan, in the Galilee, across the Negev. The exiles and the immigrants come sweeping in at flood tide. No one will ever be turned away. No door will ever again be slammed in their faces. They will come until the last homeless Jew has found a home in Israel. They will come pouring down off the boats, holding in their hands the seeds of new Tal Shahar.
In the harbor of Haifa, you watch them come in. They've come across 3 continents, 5 seas, and too many rivers to remember.
Parlo, fai Silvia! Ingenieur Kurzweil, ich kann ihn nicht sehen.
And on the docks of Haifa, they know that one stage in their long journey has ended. Now, for the first time, they're told and they feel the words in the very air about them. We want you here. Through this reception camp pass almost 1,000 people a day. Each one has his own idea of what he wants to do or where he wants to go. And here begins the task of merging these 1,000 hopes and dreams with the needs of the new state. Sometimes it's easy, as with Nagy. He's young and willing, and he'll go anywhere.
I want to work. You want to work? Yes. First, you must learn our language. Learn Hebrew. Hebrew? Yes. Then how can I do? What can I do? Take this one to number 972, and they will do everything for you. Thanks.
It's going to be harder with him. He wants a steady job near a big city, the kind of life he's been accustomed to. This woman and her husband would like to settle in Haifa.
Mais qu'est-ce que je peux faire quand mon mari a de travail à Haïfa?
تكتب الساعة ليه الساعة؟ لا لابد نقيد بيشتغل اللي هو رقم أكل. تتحنى بقى كويس ما تيجي ما تيجي عندي بكرة وتتحنى. مردخاي ما مردخاي كرباشي ما يفوتها من كرد.
And so they come, the shepherds, the shoemakers, the rabbis, the students. Somehow, each of them must be found a home, to do a job, to help build the new nation which is in the making.
How can you go to university? You don't speak Hebrew.
It doesn't matter. I know other languages. German, French, English.
Lectures are in Hebrew. You won't understand a word. I can send you to a kibbutz. They will teach you.
No, that's not for me. Please, I'm not a farmer.
A kibbutz isn't just a farm. It's a way of life.
Very well, but not everyone can accommodate himself. I haven't the level of idealism to offer my life for other people.
They'll give you more than you give them. They'll teach you Hebrew. And when you're ready for the university, they'll send you.
I'm ready now.
No one's forcing you to go to a kibbutz. I can send you somewhere else. To work, building a road, pipeline of water, to a factory, wherever you're needed.
Does Israel need doctors?
Yes. School is possible after you learn the language. And when you learn, you work.
No, send me better to Jerusalem. It's better for me.
We're wasting our time. Make up your mind and let me know. Jenny.
There it is, Mount Carmel, so close you can reach out and touch it. And beyond the Galilee, the Jordan Valley. Make up your mind. So they've come from 61 corners with their 61 bundles, to build houses, to cut roads across the stone hills, and to hold the new borders. If they can become the tractor drivers, carpenters, nursery teachers, engineers, stone cutters, plasterers, and electricians of tomorrow, then Israel can survive. And now Agin too throws in his bundle with the others. What's it really going to be like, this new land they've chosen? The clean white streets of Haifa. A booming industrial city, and everywhere the clatter of cement mixers, the new houses going up. Not so long ago, these were empty fields, and the people working in these factories were unskilled, displaced. Now, with training and with American equipment, they're making shoes, clothes, and bricks for houses. The newcomers ride east toward the hills of Galilee, and they are suddenly flung backward in time 2,000 years, to when the great caravans passed this way and the Maccabees were marching out to meet the Syrians. They climb to Nazareth, and they see the land as it was, the way it would have been if it had been left untouched, quaint, picturesque. The only industry here is the selling of postcards. Hana, water so vital to this land, still comes the way it did thousands of years ago. This was wasteland, and not so long ago, nothing but rocks grew in the bleak earth. Pioneers came here and broke their backs to bring the water in and turn the earth green. Only a few will get off at this solid, settled kibbutz. Here, work waits for their hands. This is rich land, good for growing a new tree or a new life. This will be temporary home for some. Today they will live in this workers' tent city, building irrigation projects and new roads. Tomorrow they will build homes. Tomorrow there will be a city here. And now they're coming down out of the mountains of Galilee to Lake Tiberias, to the very edge of Israel, the end of the line. This raw kibbutz, less than a year old, is called Tel Taqsir, Harvest Hill. It is manned by young people who must teach themselves all the skills and crafts that will be needed to support life on this new settlement.
You learn.
Perhaps not. I have my plants.
On a kibbutz, you have more plants than tomatoes.
And I want to be a doctor.
All right, I want to be a teacher.
And you will get a teacher by cleaning tomatoes?
Yes, and you may become a doctor by first cutting cucumbers. Send me the sakin.
Please?
I need a knife.
Oh, please.
There, sakin.
Sakin.
תודה.
Here is the border. Over there is Syria. And this is our land. This hill is the image of all Israel. They've come a long way to this first height. There is a long stretch still to go. But the journey out of the dead past is over. Now they are on the journey into the living future.
The clock ticks on. Time is so important now. Does this film seem unfinished to you? Well, that's because it is unfinished. The story of Israel has just started. And whether we'll go on to reach a happy ending is up to you. But that ending must be written now, before that clock has ticked too many times. I hope you were thrilled, as I was, to see the newcomers starting on what we have called the journey into the living future. I hope you were thrilled enough to care what happens next. You have a real chance to finish this story. The next scenes are up to you. You can help us win the race against time, to supply the funds needed to go on building the democracy of Israel, that wonderful country we have glimpsed in this film, until Israel is a stronghold of freedom in the Near East, until the men, women, and children we saw there have built a land worthy of their dreams. And while there is still time, the homeless and helpless, 200,000 who wait outside Israel, must be brought home this year. While there is time, too, we must rush food and medical attention and other aid to 400,000 desperate people in Europe and Muslim countries who need our help just to stay alive. Nor can we forget the 25,000 others who can be brought to new lives in the Western democracies while there is still time. Meanwhile, in Israel, the people there will go on laboring and sacrificing, and doing without many things that we regard as necessities, in order to keep the light of freedom burning for the homeless. But we must hurry to match their sacrifices before the deadlines materialize, before shortages hamper the opportunities to build. The clock will go on ticking. Tomorrow may be too late. A victory for freedom anywhere in the world is a victory for all Americans. A strong Israel means a victory for democracy in a critical area. Now is our chance to speed the benefits of freedom and help to Israel so that it may become strong. Let's finish this picture in real life the right way by supporting the 1951 Now or Never campaign of the United Jewish Appeal. Let's do our job while there is still time.